Welcome to We All Gonna Let the Ads Cook Off Before We Start the Real Show. 30 seconds. Hang in there.
Good evening, and welcome to We All Gonna Die Wednesday. Wednesday almost got me a couple times today. Livingston man, roll that beautiful beam footage.
Livingston, roll that beautiful beam footage.
We all gonna die! We all gonna die! We all gonna die! It's a We All Gonna Die Wednesday!
Boom. We All Gonna Die Wednesday. Canadian, Adri, King Corso, Love and Life, Teresa Buchanan, Grit and Grace, the Farming Florist, Mr. Landfill, My Renaissance Grandma, good to see you. Teresa Buchanan, Rob B, Little Lone Prepper in the house, David Baez, what's up? Miko Wolf in the house, East Tennessee Prepardness, Eric N1RV, what's up? Southern Tier Prepper in the place to be, Jeep Girl, hello, hello. Hope all is well with everyone, wherever you're at on this big blue marble we call Earth. Man, I tell you what, this morning, Livingston man, the day started.
Here it comes.
I get in the truck, I'm headed to work. I'm going to stop and get some coffee, and then I got to get there, and I got to get some shit done today, right? Goal is get shit done.
It was the first thing went wrong for you.
So I'm on my way there to get shit done. And indeed, I did get there and get shit done.
Got this shit done.
Leaving the coffee joint, I almost get hit head on by somebody coming in the wrong way in a one-way out, right? Coming in right next to me. Almost hit me head on. At that point, I should have turned around and went home and went to bed. I had a very productive day at work. Sat with the truck parked all day. Just took some tools out. Did my thing. All the materials were there. I didn't haul nothing. Didn't really carry. Just a couple of tools. You know, the back seat was full of junk and the Ram boxes, but nothing in the bed per se. And I get done with work for the day, and I put the tools back in the truck where they were, and I go to pull out of the driveway, and the truck bang, 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 bang. And if you caught the shorts that I put up just a little while ago, whoever voted that the truck was not fixed in the poll that we put up a couple of weeks ago, whoever voted no, they didn't get it right, you are the winner. They didn't get it right.
This saga needs like its own channel at this point. I think you'd find like a huge following.
Though.
I think you'd have
true.
like 1,000 concurrent viewers right now. Everybody in the chat fucking hating on Dodge, piece of shit. They're finicky, man. Certain models are just like, and other ones are, like good, I guess, just like anything. But like some of them, they're just like, what are you guys doing with this thing?
My neck hurts, bro. From so it's when you lose your air ride, you go down to the rubber stoppers that go between the body and the frame.
It becomes a farm vehicle.
It's worse than. I don't know. Man. Donald A. Truth is smoking on the moon
I can
rocks.
smell it from here, brother. I'm telling you, man. Sending up smoke signals, blotting out that Doppler radar. You can see Donald's cloud on that shit. Like, tune in. Apopka, Florida weather radar, that fucking cloud over the sound. That's him, bro.
Katrinka asked what the shirt says. It's when all else fails, manipulate the data. Right? That's the motto.
It's totally real, and I tied it myself.
Mad Shad, good to see you, brother.
It's like dressed up for the occasion. This fucking truck of yours, bro. I'm telling you, you should start a truck like mytruck.youtube.com. Like,
organized chaos, Livingston Man, is the topic of discussion tonight. And I think, for one, I don't know if
what
it's
this live
Donald's.
stream is. I don't know how long.
I don't know if
here.
it's Donald's moon rocks or if it's literally the moon that are making people act a fool today and making things go haywire today. I don't know. But man, F today. It felt like the Mondayest Wednesday ever.
I hate that. Monday will creep into any day if you let it.
Yeah, but it wasn't by my doing. It was just the powers of the universe were like crap today.
It's
right?
it's like gremlins, bro. It's like, okay, I see now that God is testing me. Like, cool. All right.
It's true.
Here we go.
It's true. Trish, in progress, you might be right. I don't know.
What I've learned to do when this kind of thing happens, and you're pretty good at it too, like you don't really ever get mad. I'm sure you get mad.
Oh, I was mad.
I have the problem, because I'll like try to get mad. Like I'll be like, why? I'll wake up in the morning and be like, all right, so why am I mad today? And what I learned to do is like relax my face. Like you start clenching that jaw, get a stiff upper lip, and all of a sudden you're like, fuck everything. And I feel for you, man. This truck gotta be. I feel you when you want to pull some Grand Theft Auto shit and just bring it right through the front door of the dealership. Like, hey guys, back again.
Here it is.
Sorry, I tried to stop, but the truck didn't work right. Maybe you want to fucking fix it this time.
Well, I hope they figure it out. That's all I can say. I was not very nice to them on the telephone today, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. Jericho Fox, good to see you, brother. Half-assed, ready in the house.
Very in tune. I'll totally play a song.
Niels, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. U.S. embassies are being evacuated. Non-essential personnel, all those folks are shipped out already of multiple countries. We are abandoning embassies. I don't know what's up, but it's something, and I would say it's probably on the grander scale. So all signs point to preparedness, guys. Savage Lee, 36 thumbs up. Appreciate it, brother. Play Piece of Shit Car by Adam Sandler. Patty Roach, you ain't kidding, bro.
His truck gonna die!
Yeah, your truck gonna die. Wolfang, good to see you, brother.
Truck gonna die!
Miko Wolf says Red Dawn, it's on the rising. And it very well could be, man. 1,600 plus places there will be protests this weekend in America, Livingston, man. Organized, Highly.
I remember when you could just go.
There's some websites. I don't know. Do we have access to the internet through the stream tonight? Can you do that?
Links you sent.
I didn't send anything.
I seen it on your Facebook.
I didn't send anything.
Fucking listen. Go to the thing. It's like protesttracker.com or whatever. Fucking and they put up.
Oh no. There is a map that I shared this morning in a link on YouTube from S2 Underground. He spent a lot of time putting dots on maps and explaining what the dot means. Right, and when you look at it,
brother.
When you look at it on the map, it's pretty interesting. I shared some screenshots of those maps for everybody. And
now, if you caught the Horseman podcast last night, and if you didn't, you should check that out. Like, not right now. Sure. But this a map of this sort of came up, and I pointed out that I was like, there are always population centers where this is going on, like. Now, whether you can equate that with, well, there's simply more people there, but it tends to be that like cities seem for whatever reason to lean left, to lean blue. So if you live in a city in America, especially, unless you're in like that inner, like that fucking Great Plains part where you don't have that problem.
That's right. Where the corn never revolts.
Now, Mike has been saying that you don't want to get caught in the middle of make a wrong turn, get caught in the middle of a protest you didn't mean to attend.
Correct.
And then, run the risk of being either mistreated by law enforcement or like the protesters themselves. Mm-hmm. Or, maybe you do want to like show up at the protest. Maybe you want to be journalists in particular, if you are particularly
I thought about it, honestly.
If you're particularly marked as such, like, or if you just want to see like, with your own eyes, okay, what's really going on, then maybe like go to one of these things.
That's what I'm talking about, Livingston, man. I think it is time to take the camera and go for a walk and maybe see where Flag Day meets No King's Day. I don't know.
Now you're gonna just have to like be quiet because I know how to deal with the liberals, and I'll like.
I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to walk and film.
I will totally like just drag queen, bro. And we will get.
I'm with her.
We will penetrate that. We will penetrate the movement. Oh boy!
Yeah, we just put Livingston Man in some heels. Some
what I meant
lipstick.
to say was infiltrate, a Freudian slip. That's what it was. Penetrate your movement. Boy, oh boy. So we're off to a good start. 15 minutes in, we're dropping some gay shit, bro. Deep undercover. Hey, listen, been there. I can dye my hair blue. Fucking, I have piercings and tattoos and shit. I could easily pass for one of them. I tell you what. I could easily pass for one of them.
Yo, I could have crashed out so hard today.
Pride, am I right, fellow gays? How you guys doing?
It's rough. Mike only enjoys talking to himself. I don't have anybody else to talk to.
They said that about me. Alone. They said they came to my channel. They came to my channel, and then they said, and by they I mean Yardbirds. Where is he?
He might not be here.
He said I had main character syndrome. I'm like, yeah, I am the show, bro. What the fuck you want from me?
It's me. Hey, it's me. It's all me. It's all me. There's nobody else here to do it, so I got to do it myself.
I don't care what anybody thinks. I get a kick out of myself. I crack myself up. I watch my videos back. I'm like, that was clever, Livingston, man. This guy's funny, bro. That's the
SRD, indeed. It was a beater ride home. Check out the short that I posted. That's all I can say. I just tried to hold the phone still.
Sway, my mama gave me so much she ain't leaving them for herself. All right, when I shake it, it's all of it. The entire bloodline, I got it.
Yeah, Love and Life. We'll have to bring the little Bluetooth speaker, and we'll strap it in his backpack, and he can play George Michael.
Born
freedom,
born
freedom,
born to be alive. Bro, I don't care.
Good times.
I don't care,
man. 1,600 plus cities, Livingston, man. This isn't like this isn't history making.
So I went to that website that you did. I found my area, and suspiciously, there's one happening in Catskill across the river, but that's to be expected. They're West Coast out there. West Coast, bro. like west coast of
West
the Hudson.
coast of the Hudson.
Ugh.
Yeah.
And it shows right there because not even in Hudson. They said, no, it's Flag Day. It's Flag Day that day. But also, interestingly enough, it is Donald Trump, the President of the United States' birthday. And the day he plans to have this like killer like military parade. Like Soviet Union fucking North Korea shit, dude. This is going to be sick. I know y'all watching. I'm watching that shit. I want to see fucking tanks and planes and shit. Kind of want to see that shit.
Yeah.
Does that make me a fascist? I don't think so, but I think it's going to be something to see. I hope.
Yeah.
They better not spend all this money and that shit comes out bunk. But I think what they're trying to do clearly is
flex.
Well, yeah, and overshadow the fact that, like, you know, glorious leader is having, like, tanks and shit parade before him on his birthday. It's a little hard to not go there, okay? Almost became alone there for a minute. But
Gypsy, good to see you.
No Kings. No, I found it, I think...
I understand their vibe. I understand. Angry went over their whole list of what they claim to be and called each line as bullshit, as RNN often does, right?
On its face, it sounds good, right? No Kings. I mean, 1776, bro. Fucking, you know what I mean?
Sure.
But here, what we're going to see is orchestrated chaos. And you have a real problem defining, actually, if you think that, like, somebody else, there's an invisible hand behind the curtain, Wizard of Oz over here. Who? Because is it the administration trying to sell their agenda, or is it the opposition trying to provoke the administration? Like we're left with like this strange third option that we think is the least likely to believe is that this is somehow organic. It's like you feel like nothing is anymore. Everything's a fucking agenda. Everything's been thought about, presented, and manipulated and performed by crisis actors, Rook, and.
Is it all crisis actors? It's not all. It's not all, because there's legit people who get caught up in the mass mindset, right? The roaming prepper last night alluded to these things are really good soft targets for something like has been discussed previously, right? So it makes me even more concerned about it because there's so much bullshit going on. And a great time to take advantage of already chaotic situations, right? And then ISIS comes in and kicks the door in, right? Not good. But it feels like we're being set up for something here. The energy just feels really weird.
Remember that 2016 energy where like they would just show up at the protests and like literally just fist fight each other? Like it was like gangs in New York, no guns, fucking. They would sit down and like agree on the rules, but nobody. Till Kyle Rittenhouse came along, he was like, fuck around and find out. They were trying to beat his ass to death with a skateboard. He didn't do anything wrong. And whether he should or should not have been there, doesn't matter. Not the question. But here's the thing. If you show up to these things looking to kick ass and take names and shit, you're playing into both sides narrative.
For real. Gnostic Nomad, that is a great point.
For all the fear of it. Now, again, closer to population centers that you may be, you'll find that there might be a higher turnouts for these things. The Facebook group, unless they went dark, and I don't know about it. So these rebels across in the west of the Hudson over there,
I think
they got a whole 2 people coming to their shit.
There's multiple layers of this. The ones that S2 Underground puts on the map.
It's a glass onion.
He really did some digging to find these things, right? Because some of the ones that I found on Facebook are not on the No Kings website, and vice versa. So it's bigger than the No Kings website. People have taken it upon themselves to create events and put a sticker on it and call it what it is. So, again, some of these things have nobody interested, no attendees. I think they were created and haven't been shared, and they're waiting for something for them to share them. So, I don't know.
Well, it's down to the weather.
This weekend here in New York, I think it's supposed to rain. So I think turnout to these things will be low and people will be eager to go home afterwards. You have your legit protesters.
There's no food.
Who are there
water.
to protest. And again, I am all for you going to protest and do your thing. Don't block traffic. Do not cause damage. Pick up your fucking garbage and then go home. Right? That's your constitutional right. Go do it. Do not block roads, smash shit, break stuff, destroy cop cars, light fires. That's rioting, right? It is what it is. Check into Crime Think.
I think that
We'll do rescue.
the optics are already bad on this, whereas you know what? I'm not even going to talk about it. Going to go around it.
Well, the one thing I never want to do is give anybody ideas, right? I don't want to give people ideas. I think things might go one way or the other way. I'm not giving anybody any ideas, but I don't ever want to do that. I
think you're going to see, like, now it's Donald Trump's birthday, it's Flag Day, and it's fucking No King's Day, and I think it's something else day as well. Whatever. Like, we got holidays for everything. Today was like National Corn on the Cob Day. Did you guys even know that?
Flag Day.
What the fuck is your Facebook feed consist of? You didn't even know. Today was Corn on the Cob Day.
I want to get back to Gnostic Nomad's comment here. If we lose rule of law, the people you think should be coming to help you will be coming to steal all your shit.
Yep.
I don't...
You deleted him.
No.
Deleted his message.
Oh.
Said you did.
Whoops. I'll fix that.
You can't fix it now.
No.
You
Sorry.
got unperson, bro. Take him out.
Wrong button. Gnostic.
Take him out.
My bad.
Put him in timeout.
Here,
Do it.
I'll fix it. Okay.
Oh, God. Let me fucking...
Yeah. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to fix it right now. There. Now it's fixed.
What's the ratio of whites to blues in this chat?
I want to say... There's probably five moderators, 6 moderators here tonight.
Why,
And there's many more, but
I'm one.
Not everybody can make it all the time.
I do have my phone. Well, fuck your chat up. Let me see if I can get one of y'all blue wrenches will ban my ass again. He's typing in all caps to shut him down. Yeah, I talk that way too, It's true. That's why y'all hate me, because I'm a Livingston man.
Blue Butterfly says, behind every blade of grass, you coming to get my stuff? That's right.
Full strawberry moon. Joke's on you. We don't see the sky like anymore. It's just all these clouds and raining.
I'm telling you, I don't know if it's either the jabby jab or something in the air. Maybe it's the chemical.
It's Canadian wildfire.
Maybe it's the chemicals coming out of Ohio at this point. If you didn't hear, there was a big chemical incident in Ohio today.
I told you that place is no good, but nobody wants to listen.
Yeah, Vision Preparedness actually sent it to me in a chat this morning, and I told him watch the wind direction and be ready to go.
They have a heavy military industry in the so-called flyover country.
Yeah,
and so that's why, like, when these things...
This is an explosives plant.
Right, yeah.
Nitric acid, I think, was...
The reason this stuff is concentrated in Middle America is actually a strategic one. You're as far as you can kind of rationally be from the coast, but also with water connections through the Great Lakes and the canal system all the way down the Hudson River and what have you. But yeah, Ohio, especially with supporting a place like, what is it? Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. It is a huge thing. Like, it's massive, and it's like employs like most of Ohio, from what I understand. Why I don't think it exists is because, like, Ohio is just sort of this government reservation. It's like Area 51. It's like Area 51
for the government, because it's far enough away from the coast. Is that the thing? And the border?
Right. It's centrally located deep in the interior. So you're going to find a lot of these arms manufacturers in this military industrial complex like at work there, because it's just hard to hit it. And it can generate itself from a central location.
It's true. It's true. Rural, I hope you are all clear there in your neck of the woods from the incident today. East Tennessee says, I work and live really close to a huge chemical plant. Got to be ready to go at a moment's notice. Yes, sir. You certainly do. Certainly do. If you live in range of a nuclear power plant, if you look in the stores, there should be signs posted on the wall of all the evacuation routes and the different zones, and they'll be calling you on the AM or FM radio, letting you know when to evacuate, when to go, who goes when and where, so that everybody can get out. So it's organized chaos, no matter what, Livingston, man. Where do you think it goes from here, Livingston? Do you think this is the beginning of the end?
We need to deceive everybody. Everything the average American thinks will be false, but then you have to. You got to ask yourself, what's the point of like an extreme, just complete misinformation campaign? Everything you believe is false. To what end? We got to ask ourselves. It's okay. So why? What does that do? It makes you susceptible to every single thing you see. Like you become subconsciously, even everybody's too smart for the headline, but you're not. I see what you share on Facebook. I see everything. It gets us all. And it's used as a tool. Information is now used as a tool to raise and lower the temperature of society, if you will. And to push events and to make, and I think that the latest installment is always kind of engineered to make you forget the last one, because you were like mad pissed about that. Actually, like that should have been investigated and maybe people should have been like held accountable. But then they're like, look at this. And you're like, what the fuck is this? I'm mad. Fuck it, I'm gonna post about that shit. And you forgot all about that other shit. The American attention span is about fucking 12 tweets, I think.
You're not wrong.
And that's high. I'm actually thinking it's more like 6. If you ain't got me in 6 tweets, I ain't fucking with. I ain't following your channel.
Evolving Media, good to see you. Hope all is well. I know most of the folks in the chat are prepped up, right? You guys got your shit together. You got your pantries, you got your long-term food stores, you got your short-term food stores, you got your freezers full. You're ready to rock and roll. We need to reach the folks who are the fence setters at this point. If there's anybody who's still kind of teetering, it's time to tell them to get their shit together. I think in the next short little bit here, there will be an event globally that will push a lot of people into preparedness. So if you've been thinking about topping some things off or investing in something, now's a really good time to just get it done, right? Canadian says, I got nothing. That's the way to be, man. You ain't coming for the guitars. So
can you imagine what it's like to get like smacked in the head with like a fucking 12-pound piece of wood? They're hardwoods, man. Clong. It's gonna go
Winning streak. Good to see you, sister.
Like, people think the guitars are just for show. Like till you get hit with one.
Oh, Katrinka says, question, when you move and have to downsize things, preps, what do you suggest? I suggest off-site storage and not downsizing your preps. That's what I suggest. I suggest a storage unit somewhere. They're not the best things in the world. You can't store temperature-sensitive items in there, but the durable goods, you know, your tents, your bug-out bags, the things that that you're not using at the moment, you tuck those away in there, your camping gear and stuff. And then you have extra off-site storage. So if you have to boogie, or if something happens to your house, you still have some gear elsewhere.
When you move and have to downsize, I've been feeling this just because I've been feeling the need to downsize. The first thing I do when I need to downsize is I ask all my friends and close buddies, hey man, you want this and anything? You see anything you like? Because, like, honestly, just fucking take it. After that, at this point, if you've been testing, you've been, and you've committed to how you're going to do this thing, then you got a bunch of shit that you fucking just don't want, you don't need, and actually it's taking up space, you don't want it, you give it away. If that doesn't work, hell with it, throw it away. But you can't take it with you. And especially you don't need 300 redundancies of all kinds of freaking shit weighing you down. And it's hard. You'll be like, oh, but it's like,
you gotta have the space to do it, honestly.
And you can stack up storage units and you can pack totes and you can have all this stuff. But if you can efficiently manage that, cool. But if you can't, or that's like too much, like, nothing was ever made simpler by making it harder.
No. And my answer was going to be basically Gene W's answer. Just like Livingston Man said, pass it on. Pass it on. That's my advice as well. Give it to somebody who can use it. If you can't, bring it with you.
Joker out there mowing his lawn. Is that what I'm hearing?
I don't know. All I see is trees.
So
Outpost 231, what's good, my brother?
Like, no shades at homie. I love my neighbor, but
it's good to see you, Rip.
I mow my lawn like so much better. I do the diamonds in it. I do a straight line off the straight line of the house.
Yeah, and then the diagonal ones.
And then I go like about a 50, 45 degree angle across it. And never the same way. It's always either like this or like this. But because you know how when you buzz
make the checkerboard. We get the big chess pieces out. We can play on the lawn.
I'm telling you, I get the sickest lawn on the block because these bunch of jokers around here. What I do, and I do this around Christmas time too, is I let them go first. I'm like, oh, okay. So you're just going to put, okay. I Clark Griswolded my house. You seen it?
It's true. It's true.
I did it. I showed up living in this neighborhood, and they're like, what's he going to do? And then I let them go first, and then they all thought I wasn't going to decorate for Christmas. And then, they woke up at 12 midnight. Hallelujah! Hallelujah!
Blind him. The meter went zing.
I was selling
53 million LED fucking light bulbs.
A lot of them. Hundreds of feet. I think I have like 700 or 800 feet of LED fucking
light bulbs on the fucking house.
Like 12 inches on center across the entire house. But then I had people, we were giving away catnip. We divided a bunch of our plants and shit. And I was online and I was like, does anybody want catnip? Or we have all this stuff. And this woman was like, I want some catnip. Where are you located? And she's like, I'm local. I was like, do you know the house that has too many Christmas lights on? She's like, know exactly where you are. Showed up.
They said some random dude says son and I are playing tic-tac-can with the BB gun. Patty Roach says climate controlled storage units. That's a good one.
But you can't live there.
They're a little bit more pricey.
We had affordable housing, but then we decided to just put shit we don't want in it. If they put toilets in them storage units, we could solve the homeless problem. But no, because you know why? Because you don't have to fucking display human rights to furniture. All of a sudden people move in, you're like, oh my God, they want a safe environment. Unbelievable. Where's my
Donald
money?
Huth is watching Clash of the Titans movie tonight. Right on, Donald. That's a good one.
He's watching Clash of the Titans. He got us on the small screen chilling. That's a great. I want to do the Mystery Science Theater, like we react the over the shoulder camera, and we just react to what's happening.
Oh, totally.
I want to do Livingston Man reacts to Livingston Man.
Oh God. Yardbirds, you were right. The main character syndrome.
I'm also willing to start YouTube beef.
I'm telling you,
Livingston Man reacts to Angry Prepper. I'll do it.
What we got to do is Livingston Man reacts to protests.
Livingston Man reacts to Canadian Prepper. Although
I'm just the guy with the camera. He'll be the guy in the dress, right?
What's really gonna fuck me up with that is when I'm they're accepting oh, it's one of us.
Oh yeah. When we get invited to the after riot party.
Fine, you saw my real aura. I get it. I'm actually one of the gays, Michael. Goodbye.
Tuck says we all gonna die Wednesday. Science Theater 9,000. That's right. Jules says please do it.
I just always wanted to do like just Livingston Man Reacts. I did one
Great
one
for preps.
time.
Good to see you, sister.
I was doing the strategic ETC. Write that down.
Yeah.
So I was getting certified to do CPR, and they send you this online thing. You got to watch these videos, and like then you take the test, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there. So I pointed the camera at myself, and I just sat there and I watched the video. I was like, oh man, just watching people get wrecked and get fucked up.
It was I did see that. That was.
Not only was it a fun video to make, but actually it helped me retain the knowledge.
Right.
Just because I was commenting
You
on
knew
it.
how you felt in the moment.
It's interesting to see
Brings it
yourself
right back.
just. You guys should create more content. You don't have to be just a passive YouTube user. You could be a content creator. And I
Love and Life says Livingston Man's favorite B movies.
B movies. I've seen
Well,
some.
no, that's how you have to do the
movies.
science theater, man. You know, you got to watch all the old classics from when you were a kid.
I'm so totally the guy who, given the chance, will like just talk over and be like, "That's impossible. You can't do that. Actually, it doesn't work like that." Like, you're and I have to.
He's the guy you never want to take to the movies, right?
Yeah, no.
No, I'm
Motherfucker eating beans, bro.
Blue Butterfly says everyone needs to chill, stay home, and have a cookout. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
If the protesters roll through, just offer them a hot dog, bro. You might be surprised. But like they're all hungry out here. They're giving them bricks and
Yeah, nobody's giving them
face
bottles of
masks,
water.
but not water or food or anything. You know why they pissed? They're all hungry and shit.
So, the organized chaos, that was the one that got me. I saw the video of the pickup truck roll up, right? Live news broadcast in L.A.
They started dropping off the face masks.
Not face masks, they're gas masks. They're the full view gas mask. They were big box gas masks, right? No joke. Who the hell buys a truck full of gas masks and hands them out to protesters? Not some well-to-do protester, I don't think, Livingston Man. Those came from somebody. I think if you want to find who's orchestrating this, you need to find one of the boxes that the gas mask came in and backtrack that motherfucker, right? That's how this has to happen. Trev Terra says millionaires. I think you need to put a B in front of that. I think
these are political action committees. I would
these are
PACs they call them because you can make these.
The world is changing fast. The elite are clinging to power, and they will organize the controlled demolition of society and create their utopia. And I don't think there's anything that we're going to be able to do about it. Julie Detroit, good to see you. I don't think there's anything we're going to be able to do about it, Livingston Man. I think it's controlled demolition of society. Last night I said we're in 10% without rule of law right now. This week that may change. That number may go up drastically. And law enforcement requires 95% compliance to maintain order. Once that number is broken, you are officially in without rule of law. That's when things get really scary. Because like we've said, you don't know who the bad guy is until they try to shoot you or screw you over or rob you or steal all your shit. Everybody's going to act like a friend until they're not. So
what you should do is never underestimate the so-called left, the so-called Democrats, the so-called liberals, whatever it is your name you put on, their ability to organize, and that's what you're seeing.
Yep.
If true, we'll see how these protests turn out.
yeah, I mean, if it's just a protest, cool. Once it crosses the line,
This is the same
round
thing.
them up.
This is the same thing as making celebrities out of criminals. What happens when you do this is that others seek the fame. They want to go viral. Whoever that dude was driving in circles around the burning car with the fucking Mexican flag, like, I'm like, that stinks. staged. Like CNN, like paid that dude to do that. All right. And this what might is you're not sure what's real and what's even or just it's good for the optics.
That's why I feel the need to see it for myself, right?
You're being sold a Hollywood production unless you saw it yourself and were there. You're just like basing. You don't even know what you saw as AI.
It's
or
true.
just completely manipulated. And we're all quick to say, don't trust the media. But here we are, trusting them to provide fair and equal coverage of what we see. And are we being shown? Zoom out. I want to see, though. They're like, we got administration officials saying L.A. would have been burned to the ground, obliterated like Hiroshima or some shit. I find that hard to believe. Call me crazy, but I live like 8,000 miles away from that place as well. So why would I be informed on the actual situation? So I turn to the internet and I say, but all I find there is people pushing an agenda too, and I don't know who to trust. I don't know what's real because I didn't see it. You didn't see it? Folks, it ain't real.
It's tough, man. It's tough. The AI is very, very good. It has learned very much from everybody over the last couple of years.
The first thing it learned was how to manipulate humanity. Very interesting. I like that.
Grateful Preps NJ says, even if one block is destroyed, that is wrong. I agree. But
No.
I get Livingston Man's standpoint of they try to show you that this small contained thing is, nationwide and people acting the fool here and there. And, they're going to cut to footage of all of the most violent and vile stuff.
There's no news
from
like bad news.
From everywhere and make it seem like it's in your hometown, right?
If you have never read a newspaper article about how like somebody did something good for the community, you're too young for me, fam. Used to be, Boy Scouts would stand on the corner and help the little old ladies across the street.
Not anymore. So they put them crosswalks in for Livingston Man.
They would, except like nobody talks about it. Like good exists in the world. You're fucking like literally not allowed to see it, like because like nobody cares. That's gay.
Yeah.
It's terrible. But, helicopter strike kills 30 people in the Gaza hospital. You're like, fuck yeah, terrorists, fuck them. And makes you feel a certain way, doesn't it? Because no news, like bad news, doesn't matter who it happened to is until it's you. But yeah, that's a different day. That's Wednesday. Everybody got to check their attitudes, bro. Like, there needs to be like a reset.
Oh, yeah.
I made a video about this on Facebook, but I basically, to paraphrase, put the fucking phone down. Pet the dog.
The
love your
pandemic,
wife. Play with your kids. Fucking grill the steak. Mow the lawn. How about to watch the football? Just put the fucking phone down. Stop being affected and emotionally manipulated. I just sound like the Macho Man Randy Savage right now. I'm emotionally manipulated by forces outside of your control and that actually are not particularly affecting you personally. Yeah.
It's the ripple effects that we have to worry about. As preppers, as survivalists, it's the ripple effects. We may be able to not have to deal with the chaos that's going on north, south, east, and west of us. Maybe that chaos isn't in your front lawn. Maybe they're not burning your neighbor's car in the middle of the road. Maybe they didn't smash your local sheriff's deputy's car. But down the road, got fucked up. Up the road, got fucked up. Left and right got fucked up. Now, the trucks can't get through because there's burnt vehicles in the intersections. So now your grocery store doesn't get filled back up. Sure, there ain't nothing wrong with it. Nobody went there and looted it and smashed nothing. But the just-in-time delivery system, well, it's not working out so good. One of them facilities caught fire in the big city back there, So the ripple effects of these things are far wide-reaching compared to the isolated incidents themselves, right? And then, like you said, it changes the atmosphere. It changes the energy level. It changes the acceptable level of violence to the public, right? When you see people out there burning cop cars, throwing rocks off of overpasses at police officers and shit like that, people think that's acceptable. Society has decayed to the point where people think that's acceptable. And some people want to go out and join them.
It shouldn't be publicized in the same way that like other acts of violence that are intolerable, as like kind of all of them are not publicized. But like, don't show people that. Don't like disseminate information on how to circumvent police procedures. But that depends on who you.
And the instant doxing, man. The folks that are on the sidelines watching this.
It's a very interesting front line you're on here. Like, they will find you. They can find you.
Oh,
this
yeah.
And
yeah,
that's
and put your home address, your phone number, your wife, your kids, everything out on the internet.
The internet itself, and your Facebook, your MySpace, your email, your internet footprint, your online footprint, that is the permanent record those teachers in elementary school were trying to warn you about. Remember them always saying that? This is going on your permanent record. You might be surprised. The dossier, even if you think you never even did anything wrong and lived in the United States, you would be shocked and appalled when we've seen this happen in history when the Soviet archives were broke open at the end of the Cold War, where there were
files on everybody.
And the same with the Stasi from East Germany, where it was they knew everything about everyone. Here in America, the land of the free, you get to write it yourself. I get to say this online right now and will then be used against, because what's the First Amendment actually in America? Freedom of speech, right? Actually, it's anything you say can and will be used against you.
It's true.
Better, if you think you actually have a freedom of speech, I suppose then the First Amendment in the Livingston Man's new interpretation of the Constitution, you have the right to remain silent. Second Amendment is that anything you say will be used against you. And then the Third Amendment is, we're just going to keep going. Because that's what it really is. It's what it says.
Yeah.
And then there's how it's played out.
Milo 2A, good to see you. Love and Life says, good is evil and evil is good. Biblical prophecy.
Hard not to go there. Biblical prophecy is like leaning. Now, so many people throughout
the horsemen
history
are on the loose, bro. I think we're in the tribulation.
We have been for some time. I'm fucking starving.
Going.
I'm starving and I'm tired. I can't wait for this to be over. And if I am really a horseman, as he is too, the end is nigh, friends. All the time, because
another couple of years, man. We're so on the downslide
it's for
right
ratings. Now. It's for ratings, and you know the unprecedented levels have reached unprecedented levels, Mike.
Yeah.
And so the only way you got the only fucking thing left is we got to blow up the earth, bro. Everybody be like.
Blue Butterfly says, everyone deserves housing reasonably. I agree, man. I think the cost of just staying alive nowadays is crazy. It's crazy. And what they expect folks, seniors on Social Security to live on, nuts, bro. Nuts. I don't know. I don't know how folks are making it. Disability, things like that. If you're injured, out of work, or on SSI or retirement, if you're a fixed income person, man, my heart goes out to you so bad.
They got sold like a fucking bridge, man. Like, we're gonna steal like 30 your income, and like, don't worry, you'll be taken care of. And this is what they get.
Ooh. Eric M1RV, no man shall know the minute, hour, or day of any of that. So we got to be good all the time, right? That's it. Keep doing good, folks. That's try and help people as much as you can, right?
I know for a fact, because I have this gift, which is just so
gifted.
beautiful. I know what's going to happen. I can see it. I can see writing on the wall, proverbially, that other people literally either refuse or cannot see. I know what's going to happen. And when it does, it will, I promise you, be our absolute, collectively, all humans' fault. It's going to be all of our fault.
Oh yeah, collectively,
We were
fucked up,
given the Garden of Eden.
and we fucked it up.
Tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme.
Vision preparedness. Good to see you, brother.
Bullshit.
Father has a pension, SSA, and works delivering medications and flowers for the market. He's 80 this September. That sucks so bad, man.
No, it doesn't. Level 80? That's like...
No. It sucks that somebody who has worked their entire life at 80 years of age still has to go out and have a job because they need the money. Not because they want something to do, but because financially, if they stopped, the whole world comes crumbling down on them.
All right.
This is where we're at as a society. And we're also at the fact that folks are getting lawless, bro. This is where society's at.
Our generation's elders were sold a dream, like some utopian like cult.
No, the dream was attainable on one person's wages.
And what I mean is, but now
it was squandered by bankers.
They get
sold us out.
Yeah, and now the point. Now they're not even trying to sell us a dream, bro.
No, they don't. They don't think selling you shit. They're telling you go to college, be a debt slave, be a wage slave. You ain't never gonna get a job with that fucking degree. But go ahead, man.
Pay your subscription to America. It's money.
Listen,
You gotta go. If you go outside, going outside costs like $30 today.
Tony Gott says, "I hear it's getting crazy in NYC."
Fuck 'em.
Interesting. Listen. We've been how
showing up
many
for the
years
festival.
we've been telling motherfuckers, get your shit together. You better have your shit together.
127. So I think it's like 2 years.
Well, yeah.
We've been doing this, hit or miss, but
Yeah, well, that we all gonna die Wednesdays, Before that, we was saying the same shit.
Last words, all right, so if I were to ever articulate my entire fucking belief system, what would I say? I would say, I'm going to revert to an original statement that I already made, but question everything. But also, if you saw it, it was real. If you didn't see it, you're left to guess whether, especially today. Now, as a child, there was none of all this manipulation, or was there?
Oh, there was.
Propaganda is a thing.
Well, programming is a thing.
But today, you can be easily fooled. You can be easily made to look like a fool. Posting some shit that's fake. Somebody made that, claiming it's fact. If you didn't see it, it didn't fucking happen. Today, more than ever.
Yeah.
Should be your basic assumption.
Yeah, it sucks that we live in a world where you have to go into everything you see wondering, is this fake, right? Is this fake? Got to keep it real, David Baez.
It's probably fake. Unless stated otherwise, like made in China. Unless stated otherwise, AI fucking did it. And you know what? People asking AI everything, and I keep seeing articles and studies where AI keeps getting shit wrong. Like they ask it what's 12 plus 7, and it refuses to believe that it's 19.
Yardbird's living in the pinned comment section tonight, bro. You see that one? That's a good one. It's right there if you want to read it.
In 20 years, you two will still be streaming from the home with a blanket on your legs with a nerd. Yeah, like Bert and Ernie, bro. Hey, Bert. Which one's Bert and which? I'm definitely Bert.
You're Bert?
Yeah. I never took them as a gay couple. I thought they were just good buddies. They're you're gay, right? I'm like,
Bert.
Missed that. Didn't occur to me. You guys, controlled chaos, orchestrated chaos. It's a thing that's possible. They can do it.
They're doing it.
Now, is this an organic grassroots movement, or is this some edict from above? If fucking George Soros fucking over here like Palpatine, fucking he's got like marionettes dancing off his fingers and shit. Probably. Why these people are allowed to just act this way with impunity is probably some kind of symptom of the freedom of America. I think that the laws, I think that these PACs, caucuses.
Right.
You ever seen a fucking unskippable ad on YouTube and they're like, this fucking guy sucks, and you can't even skip the shit? Listen, I hate you. You know why I hate y'all? Is because I can't skip the ad. I don't care what Josh Riley did. Are you still so mad at Congressman Josh Riley that like you can show me the same ad, unskippable? You come off like a petty ex, like at this point, like you're just spiteful and like, okay, get over it. It's a fucking politician, not a scorned lover. All right, everybody, take time and chill. What matters to you in your life? Josh Riley?
No, my family.
Marjorie Taylor Greene?
No,
like,
my
please.
No,
right.
They all suck, bro. All suck.
Put the fucking phone down. Hug your wife. Pet the dog. Feed the cat. Play with the kids. Mow the lawn. Fold that fucking pile of laundry, you loser ass fucking so-called men left in the dryer for 2 days. It's me. I am so-called men. I've been living out of the dryer. You guys ever do this?
King Corso says it's a laid out business plan. You're not wrong. Wisconsin farm boy. Good to see you. Right at the end. Perfect. Man.
Question everything. Throw the whole fucking shaker of salt at fucking everything.
Sorosa, have a good night. Eric, you have a good night, brother. Patty Roach is more of an Oscar the Grouch. Rural 2IC is the Swedish chef.
David Bays, you nasty as a motherfucker. MDG, whatever. Ew, no.
What happened?
Talk about a drag queen. Like, you look at that. You look at that person and you're like, I can't distinguish gender, bro. Like, motherfuckers think she's hot because she like yells when like old ass Joe Biden trying to give a speech, and her and Lauren Boebert like, Karen's from the upper balcony, like, oh yeah, she's so hot, bro. Yeah,
that's true.
That loudmouth ratchet bitch home. She's from Georgia, right?
It's got to be the total package, right? Total package. Can't just be good looks. It's got to be total package. Total package.
See how we're now fetishizing politician women. Women, as a matter of fact, misogynists. We have crossed the line. Mike, bring us back.
Listen, Wisconsin farm boy is at work. He's only got a couple of minutes. Y'all stay safe. Stay out of the fray. This is organized chaos.
Whether you want to go to the protest or not,
it's going to happen. It's
make
totally
sure you know
gonna
where
happen.
it is, man.
That's right. It's totally going to happen. But before Wisconsin farm boy has to go back to work, Livingston man, roll that beautiful bean footage.
Volume up!